Tēnā koutou, haere mai, to Mrs T's Storytime. In New Zealand we have 3 official languages, English, Te Reo Māori and Sign Language. I was in a bookshop the other week and I found a book I'd love to share with you. It reminds me of 4 of my students from last year who were in the Kapa Haka group for school, Lola, Layla, Kalani and Charlotte. This one's for you. The book today is The Girls in the Kapa Haka, written by Angie Belcher and illustrated by Debbie Tipuna. Kapai, let's get into it. The Girls in the Kapa Haka, written by Angie Belcher, illustrated by Debbie Tipuna. Some poi. The Girls in the Kapa Haka. Tahi rua toru whā. These are the girls who sang in the Kapa Haka. These are the pew-pew that swished and swirled, that swung from the hips of the girls who sang in the Kapa Haka. This is the kuia who made the pew-pew that swished and swirled, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. This is koro who cut the flax that the kuia used to make the pew-pew that swished and swirled, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. This is the shell that scraped the flax that koru cut, that the kuia used to make the pew-pew, that swished and swirled, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. This is the kayako who taught the waiata to the singing girls who wore the pew-pew, that swished and swirled, made from the flax that koru cut, that the mussel shell scraped, that the kuia made, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. These are the poi that circled and twirled above the heads of the singing girls who wore the pew-pew, that swished and swirled, made from the flax that koru cut, that the mussel shell scraped, that the kuia made, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. These are the boys who thrust their taiaha as they stepped past the girls with the swinging poi, who wore the pew-pew, that swished and swirled, made from the flax that koru cut, that the mussel shell scraped, that the kuia made, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. This is the whānau who clapped and cheered for the boys with their taiaha and the girls with their poi, who sang the songs that the kayako taught, who wore the pew-pew that swished and swirled, made from the flax that koru cut, that the mussel shell scraped, that the kuia made, that swung from the hips of the girls in the Kapa Haka. Tahi rua toru whā, hi! I hope you enjoyed learning some new words in today, eh? The music in the background was from the Kapa Haka group from last year, singing one of my favourite songs, Ka Poioi. Mā te wā, till next time.